What up? What up? What up? Let's try this again. Young Ken, old Ken, whichever you want to call it. We're gonna get started in a bit. We are gonna get started in a bit. Wednesday, God's grace. Thank you for another day, another week. I'm fighting closer to getting out of that winter funk, man. Some days I'm either myself or other people, be named. We got some serious motherfucking funk. And I'm going to say this at the beginning of this live. I am going to be quite expressive and I will use many vulgarities and many expletives. So if you do not want to hear any of those isms, please by all means you can just open the door. There it is. But my goodness. Longos sparkling water. Lemon lime flavor. Shout out Longos. Shout out Longos. Wednesday, people, let's get this shit on. Rock and roll. Let's got fucking light on. Color we feeling for? What color we doing, people? Gonna be green, maybe some purple. I don't fucking know. Old as a mother. Feeling like Gotham City out there. And you dig it. Feeling like Gotham City. Not just because of the temperature. Feeling like motherfucking Mr. Freeze took over. It is feeling like, oh, it's a cold, cold world out there, guys. Cold, cold fucking world. That's all right because when life is tough, it gets tough. People get tough. You get tougher. You ain't gotta whoop no one's ass to have to prove a point anymore. At least not me. Whooped enough people's asses. And I've also had my ass whooped. So, yes, Wednesday. If you can. That's what it is. Appreciate you guys coming out and staying blessed, waking up. I hope you guys are here, active, and I'm telling you, it is either Woeful Wednesday, Wednesday. Just hopefully, it's not 4 o'clock somewhere. Can you dig it? It's another day safe, another day sober, and I am trying to start this day off proper because I am telling you, I am not happy. I know y'all can dig that. I'm going to come on these lives also when I'm not happy, when I'm not feeling it. I'm gonna speak my piece, but I'm also gonna come to a point and all of that. I would like to believe. So again, look at the comments at the top of your screen, comment, like, share, and or subscribe. Either one of them, it don't matter, or all of them. I appreciate you guys. I appreciate myself. But yeah, this is gonna be don't ever disrespect me Wednesday because as much as it could be wonderful and you can try to be Mr. Wonderful, to be Mr. Wonderful it takes being not so nice. Can you dig it? So with that put to the side, I'm gonna tell you how I woke up. I wake up, fucking heap of noise. And I'm sure like many people, like we live in the world, you try to push things out. Maybe if I use my headphones, my noise canceling, whatever. I didn't, but I should have. Maybe. Doesn't matter. Wake up to some fucking noise. I work later. I have bad sleep issues, whatever, insomnia, all that. And instead, I try to go and decompress, get up, brush my teeth, fucking go in the shower. It's already a problem. Why? I don't know. But it is a problem, which is a problem in and of itself. But we'll save that for another fucking day or another episode. And so, go into the shower, try to cool myself off, trying to stay cool like I do. And yeah, by the time I got out of the shower, needless to say, I'm still awake. I should not be up at this hour, even though it's morning time. I work two jobs and I work part time. So it's like on call basically all the time. And I could be working in the morning, I could work in the night, but I just know whatever sleep that we all get is fucking important. This is needless to say. Am I right? So I'm happy at least that again, I'm alive through God's grace, and it's really all about just trying to make the best out of a bad situation, and that's what I'm going to do. So I am looking forward to using as much levity and as much comedy, acting, if you will, in this case and scenario. So, by all accounts, yes, everything that I am doing and saying is of acting accord, but needless to say, I still am a passionate dude. Just don't feel really passionate right now. That's a bummer. But like the rain, it will go away and sunshine will come on. So gotta live and smile with that. But yeah, it's gonna be an acapella short stream because I have to go and start getting ready for work, and I'm gonna be doing that. So I'm sure if you are not already at work, you're at work. Sorry, if you're not already at work, you're sleeping. And if you're not sleeping, you're getting up to get ready for work. So I appreciate you. I appreciate myself. Hope that we have the best day going forward. Tough things are tough, but as I said, sorry, life is tough, but we are tougher and we're gonna fucking get through it. So outside of that, today, as I mentioned, if anyone has known based off the title, don't ever disrespect me. It is a famous New York artist and rapper, icon, mogul, many different hats. His name is Gorilla Nems. I don't know his from the name, and it doesn't even matter because if anyone just literally looks up gorilla as in the ape and Nems, you'll definitely find like his music, his a lot of his parody and satire. I really dig both again because he's from New York and a lot of that culture and influence kind of comes down the front, both in the wind and in through the water. Not so much the other way around. I really New York influencing or like those type of bigger urban metropolises from like the early 80s, 90s, things of this nature. But yeah, I've been watching, and I always have been watching a lot of his like Bing Bong and Don't Ever Disrespect Me stuff. I like definitely subscribe to him, and I think you guys should too. If you're looking for like that just raw, funny, just in your face comedy, I love that type of comedy as well too. Kind of picks me up on an immediate dynamic nature because it's very real. It's very again on the streets, very guerrilla, the guerrilla marketing even. Like this guy's pretty boss of that, and I've always had an appreciation or an admiration for individuals that were able to throw themselves seemingly on a limb in the middle of public to get their message across, whether it was something that was positive or negative. They clearly had to take a chance on themselves, and that is something to that is something to feel very admirable behind. And yeah, I brought up my cousin, one of my cousins the other day, or on one of the other lives, and I was trying to inspire him briefly over the phone call because he's always very outspoken, but he seemingly is very shy and he closes himself off to only pretty much his close private surroundings. And I can only do so much, right? You can only have, well, let me just get some water. I thought I had water. I'll get some water. Oh, sorry. We got my sparkling water. So this was that Longo's joint I'm talking about. It is pretty good. Well, dirty as a motherfucker though. Longos, sparkling water. lemon lime flavor, with natural flavor, but pretty good. Anyways, I was trying to convince my cousin of the premise that you need to be willing to take some chances on yourself to succeed. And if you're not willing to do that, in terms of like public speaking or acting or singing, anything that you're going to be sharing with the outside world, there needs to be some form of story that you're driving or a narrative that you're driving. There needs to be some sort of climax and there needs to be some sort of resolve, whether it's positive or negative. It's just storytelling, right? And be open and open-minded to even this platform to like not just the positives but the negatives. And and it doesn't work for everyone, and or not everyone is as malleable as I consider myself to have gotten up to this point, and I still clearly have more ways to go because I can be extremely concrete with a lot of things, as we all can be, right? So keep on working hard and keep on inspiring yourself and motivating others to do the same. Because again, I was sharing on the live the artwork that I do and like looking at the stuff surrounding it. It makes me feel very good. Yeah, you guys can even see your own reflection, but oh, gotta take that away. But daylight, whatever. But maybe actually, yeah, I'll show you guys some throwback pictures. That'll make a brother feel good. How about that? We got to do the things that make us feel good. It's not gonna be a don't ever disrespect me again type situation forever. That's just how we start, but that's not how we finish. Alright, let's see what we've got. Just talking also, shout out Addiction and shout out my main man, Ellis Perp guy, the man, the myth, the legend. Can't wait to get him on a podcast because we're alive. Just been a brother for a very long time. I'm very grateful in my life. I'm in his great family man, great businessman, great fashion icon. We are just literally mostly talking fashion related stuff yesterday. Fashion. And this man, I'm telling you, he is, I think I got a lot of seemingly styles from him because when I met this guy, I still was coming of the age of, you know, really Taylor Gang and Chuck Taylors, and I was just really kind of starting to get into Reebok, more so full steam versus just slightly. And no, I've learned, excuse me, I've learned a lot. I've talked a lot of business with him, really, I don't know, hundreds of thousands of hours to be honest. And the book that I am looking for, it's not here. And I believe I know where one other place or two other places it could be, but for the moment, let's just go old school. Let's go fucking Vanier. Yes, sir. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't know. I could tell my own motherfucking story. How about that? Tell my own motherfucking story. So, grew up in, oh, what's up? D1 Hooper. What's going on? What's going on? D1 Hooper. TO. I hope that's Toronto. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. D1. That means D1 Hooper from 72. I'm going to guesstimate that you were a D1 Hooper born in 1972, and that's what's up. So I appreciate you and appreciate the hoop game. I definitely love some hoops. Of course, you guys can't see it, but I'm in the bat cave slash sneaker wall. I'm looking at it in front of me. So I got like the Twin Towers basically up in front of me. Yeah. All about the hoop game. Shout out Bo Lake. Shout out Bo Lake. Shout out the main man in the ninth grade drawing his own portrait. Like, that's what's up. Yes, sir. So, as I was saying, oh, grew up in Brampton, Started the origin story in Brampton. It's 1991. I wasn't born in Brampton. I was born in North York General. But yes, we lived in Brampton for many years. I think I was talking about it early. I'm the youngest. I'm the youngest. Oh, excuse me. I am the youngest only boy of four older sisters and uh, my, obviously two parents and a boatload of other family um, s- sideways, I'd say, or intermediate family, or family that's external to your, yeah, sorry, family that is external to your immediate family. There's a lot of people around, needless to say. And for the most part, until I actually did finally move to Toronto, or start living the majority of my life there. Uh, yeah, I went to a elementary school. I went to many elementary schools. I moved a lot. Like divorce is a motherfucking bitch. That's yo, don't ever disrespect me with fucking divorce. Divorce is a kill. I am not gonna leave my fucking future wife, but divorce is a crazy thing. And so shout out if you have a wife that can drive you crazy, or a partner, or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, whatever it is you're feeling, or all that in between that can drive you crazy, but you won't leave them. Shout them out, right? Shout out CC. That's the shit. All right, so a new beginning, allegedly. This is like some great artwork, but yeah, I might actually have to get another light. Let me pull out my light. We got all the tools. We're starting and building the empire slowly and surely. We only had some music in the background, but as I said, aka, Pella. That's all good. Just like Stella. That bitch got her groove back. You know me. I'm gonna get my Cadillac pimping. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I also put it if you guys want to request to join the live, and or if you guys want to holler at me with the isms and or the jokes with the most, please do. Please do. Let me put my damn hat on. Put this hat away. This hat on. Feeling cozy. I got the heater on because I'm freezing in this mother. Some people get hot flashes. I do not. I just get hot, allegedly. All right. Very good. Again, Longos. Shout them out. You guys can get that good sparkling water because we ain't drinking no motherfucking alcohol. That's how you know. That's how you know your man has got a plan. That man upstairs. Because if it was me, I'd be going Jim Leahy on those motherfuckers. Shout out Jim Leahy. Rest in peace. All right. George Vanier, eighth grade graduation. This book and the school has a plethora of memories. Shout out this man right here. Freaking enemy. The fucking enemy. Nah, but all passed. And I'm sure he's probably passed on. And if he isn't, rest in peace. Or sorry, if he isn't, I hope he's living his life. But yeah, I grew up really like with a lot of hardships and like because of the emotional abuse and quite literal abuses that I was going on at home, you can only imagine me as a child. Like, if I'm chaotic as an adult, imagine me as a fucking child. So I was not easy to deal with my peers, and I'm probably definitely sure I drove literal teachers to question their ability to even want to be in this profession. I know for a fact. And yeah, as I reflect at like the photographs and stuff of it and the times, this is yeah, quite a period of my life where again it was not easy, but through God's grace, I made it through. I'm alive to tell the tale. I'm clearly able-bodied and hopefully able-minded. But yeah, I won't show you guys unless someone comes in the comments and requests this that knows of Vanier. But what I will do is I will look for my images and minus everyone else out. Oh gosh, there he is, the fucking enemy. Oh my gosh. If anyone also who has this book and has read my book or my version of it, they will know that I've literally drawn in it and like wrote in it all over the place. But yeah, now I found myself. Okay, so what I'm gonna do here is do it like this. Turn it around, block out these heifers. Okay, there he is. It's a motherfucking kid. Yes, sir. And I was a big Carmelo Anthony fan, as you can imagine. And also, that was my step and eldest son. And yeah, he inevitably named his firstborn son, ironically, Tristan. So my presumption, or if my memory serves me correct, I should say, that what felt like it was an uncle, but really was a cousin. Um, he spent a lot of time with me before and or around the time where he, of course, probably married his wife and had his first son or their first son. And I perceived maybe I inspired them. Like again, the kid's probably like maybe 30 now. We're very similar in age. So yeah, I hope they're doing well. They've always been kind, nice, all that good jazz to me. And yeah, just wishing them the best. All right, so I don't have many images in this book, but I could just okay, so I'll show you guys this part. International Day, like I don't know why and whoever drew this, but it's quite comical in the sense that it was just for the times. Like, remember, I'm born 1991, so a lot of this is like from, I don't know, I want to say 19, whenever I started going to schools in the mid to late 90s into the 2000s. So I feel like satirically, if you're from this generation, it wouldn't make sense to you. But if you're either a millennial or older, this would all make sense of the seemingly like South Park style, like nonsense. Yo, look at this shit. All right. International Day was when people from grades 7 and 8 came together to share information about their background. There were countries from all across the world. Most people also brought in samples of food from their countries. That was clearly a typo. Um, they also brought and like, where's the capital there? Like, what the bumberas? It's madness, yo. They also brought artifacts or something from their country, that the people there, as in there, not, yeah. This is really spell checked by a teacher, evidently. All right. Might use. They maybe be they may be they may be even those from their country. Everyone enjoyed the food and presentations. And of course, there he is. I'm on my broadcast with the Exco. Jeez. Right? And of course, I had to add the braids in or get someone to. But shout out Trinidad. Shout out Trinidad. Shout out Jamaica. Shout out, shout out, shout out Philippines, right? Calderones, shout them out right now. Yes, yes. Italy, China, Canada. Literally at the time, these are individuals who either didn't know their own heritage and or maybe they still call themselves mutts. I don't know. I ain't calling myself no mutt. I am not calling myself no fucking mutt. That's hilarious. That is hilarious. Shout out the Grassi family. Shout out the Ricci family. Okay, well, yeah. Shout out, shout out. Okay. Yep. Shout out the Walsh family. Big time, big time. Okay, where else am I at? Shout out the Weller family. Oh my goodness. I was literally again in one of the last lives we were talking about myself and Bougie when I was able to get him on the pod or get him on the live. We were talking about Josh Weller. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. But good family, man. All these families, I mean, all these kids who are now like again adults, married and or otherwise, I hope safe and doing well. But like their parents, from what I remember and what I can see, were like hardworking people. They may not be perfect people. I never said that, but they definitely were hardworking people, and you can always appreciate parents just trying to try hard, right? Not be try hards. I think I said that also. Hmm. So, yep, there's that actual pose in the picture. All right. So, this is the one. I'll show you guys. All right. So, here we go. There he is. Ding! Like a friggin' broke clown, yo. Like, look worse than damn Heath Ledger playing the Joker, yo. I was a trip, man. But I made it work. That's what I'm saying. Going through all the bullying and whatever life throws at you and picking on and just regular child antics. Child antics. That's what you really got to call it. That was the shit, man. All right. So we got up in this mother. So yeah, because of my seemingly either behavioral track record and or what these adults would allege as being criminal negligence and mischief, I have very few pictures in this book. Like amongst like the many up to like either other students have either two or more pictures of themselves. And like outside of like the ones I'm showing you in totality of this book, I ain't anywhere else. And that's all right. Like I think no you're really as a child trying to just get through this point so you can actually get grow the fuck up. And by the time, yeah, you're like in seventh and eighth grade, you're really not trying to hear whatever these people either you feel like they're naysayers or whatever. Yeah, it's not gonna all matter in the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean? So that's why you end up wishing people nothing but the best, and that's it. Oh my gosh. Shout out Matthew Kanagapa, yo. Matthew Kanagapa is a fucking hell of a guy, yo. He is comedy gold. He's actually a stand-up comedian and a DJ. So shout him out for that amongst many things. He's a highly intelligent dude, but just cracking up on jokes. I remember the first time meeting Kanagapa and we used to try to play basketball because like I came to that school and I never played basketball before. Like it was never outside of gym. I was not trying to shoot a ball like hooper like that. And maybe if only at times it was influenced by other things or other people. It was never solely like I grew up with a parent or a family environment that was like really into sports, so to speak. And yeah, when I started going in the sixth grade, I believe it was 2000 and the summer of 2002 or 2001, doesn't matter. But I was going into the sixth grade at George Vanier, and yeah, I was playing with Matthew Kanagappa. And Matthew Kanagappa is Sri Lankan, but he's grown up in Brampton and all over the world. Like who up to that point when I first met him, I don't know where he had ever came from until he told me. But I thought he was seemingly black because he was darker than everyone else and he looked similar like me, except in the sixth grade, this guy literally had a mustache, a beard, and like he had full ass grown ass hair, seemingly because he's Sri Lankan or otherwise. Doesn't matter. But we used to be hooping, and I remember I would be getting upset because yeah, like before the game, we both would be talking shit, but I don't know why I was talking shit because I was not a hooper. I was just a kid who was talking shit in response to talking shit, which is stupid in and of itself. And yet he probably beat me. I think it was like I don't either 4-1, 5-1, 7-1 score, but I didn't score. And then after this guy was like, "You're a fucking stupid nigger," and all jokes aside, he because we're the best of friends, we may not have been in the sixth grade, but we've since become like not only brothers and like fucking gone through the struggle, but I think I look reflect and hold that memory like so fond because I always perceive what will drive someone in any circumstance to go and either use that word or whatever word that they think is going to be highly volatile. And if they choose to come back from it or not, the what is the ripple effect from those decisions? So I'm very proud of friggin' him. I say that with the highest reverence because yeah, like Matthew County Gap is my nigga. He is my motherfucking nigga. So, yeah, man, if you guys have ever checked out his like DJ stuff or any of his actual stand up, I highly recommend that. He's easy to get a hold of. Check him out on Facebook. Check him out actually in person. Like again, the summer, I'm not sure what his schedule is presently, but I know summertime, springtime, fall time, festival time, this man is fucking active. Like he works in nonstop, daytime, nighttime, doing all this shit. And yo, that's Vanier respect, yo. Vanier is that's what's up. Let's go back to this. Anyways, so yeah, I keep seeing images him, and I don't know why they're standing out. And like I think him, I think I said earlier, Ricci, a lot of good people, man. Good people. Okay, so where was that? At this bear shit. Okay, so I'm not gonna go into the story until someone else is here to share the story with me. But what I will do and will say is the grade eight Vanier for me, and this probably I think it was 2004. Yeah, might have been. But whoever knows me, the Muskoka Woods overnight trip. That's all I'm gonna say. Honestly. And everyone else that was there, whoever was present, that wasn't in my cabin, because it was like co-eds, they separate you. But yeah, whatever the girls and or guys that were doing in other cabins, I don't know. But I know what happened and transpired in the cabin that I was assigned to, and that's all I know. But those stories will be for a shared day with shared homies because it was just fucking unreal to say the least for me. All right. I know life is a trip, yo. Life is a motherfucking trip. Can you dig it? Can you motherfucking dig it? As I'm saying, like I would draw stuff like a spliff in someone's mouth when like the picture, they literally look like they're tired or something. Like in Muskoka, like we had to wake up at like super early in the morning. So I don't know why they thought that these pictures would be tasteful or whoever the photographer was, but you gotta love it, yo. That's what I'm saying. Like I love photography, so I find humor in all of this stuff. But yeah, I'll save these memes and I'll only show myself, which because of the whole, so I'll say this also, because of my whole part in the seemingly Muskoka debacle, Muskoka debacle, hilarious. I don't have a single picture in this section. I'm trying to scan to make sure I'm honest about that. Yeah. So I'll leave that storytelling and I'll leave the presumptions to y'all. To y'all. Yeah. So that's for another day. Anyways, okay. So this one says grade eight memories, fun pages. Have a great summer and good luck to you all in a new. I can't remember. See that word? A new in your life, whatever, something blank in your life. All right. So, hmm, yo, there's like too many. Yo, that's another family to shout out. Shout out the whole Formoso family. They literally are like they have a blessing coming in their life. No spoiler. and I am just so grateful. So shout out Brienne, Steven, Barb, friggin' all the whole family, yo, the whole family. Fucking Barb and Frank, yo, those guys are pimps, yo. Fucking Formoso gang. Everyone in G section, yo. Shout out G section. Yep, G section. If you a G and you in a G section, that's what's up. Like, or you lived in a G section, shout that out. Because I'm pretty sure in your lifetime, you have either lived on, come across, walked down, been in a fight, seen a car crash, anything on a street that was starting with the letter G. That is what's up. Or a quadrant of places that have G or F or whatever letter. Uh, But yeah, Grove Street. That's what's up. Home. At least it was. Boy, I fucked everything up. That's what's up, man. Rest in peace to Josh, yo. That's what I'm saying. At least they got, I'm sure he would say, at least they got my good side. But yeah, man. Gone too soon, brother. Gone too soon. Mm-mm. This is hilarious. Rest in peace to too many. There's like more than more than one person who unfortunately is no longer with us from this time period even. And it's crazy because we're like between the ages of like mid 30s or like 30s or coming up on our 40s. It really doesn't matter. And so I wish all the best, man. All the best. Shout out the Christoforo family. Oh my goodness. Holy friggin' Victoria, her friggin' older sister, her mom, her whole family, her dad. Jeez. Good people, yo. Miss them peoples, yo. So even that's another person that I would have on the live. I'd interview her, and she's like married now, married, beautiful family, kids and everything, all that, the whole shebang. As I look back at, because I wasn't allowed to be at this prom or ceremony, like everything was going in a downward spiral for me at that time, and like the suspensions were stacking up, or like the adults found it reasonable to stack up said suspensions, and I'm thankful that at least these guys were able to have a good time because, yeah, it seemed like for the reasons, whether right or wrong, I was not allowed to my own prom, for grade eight prom, communion, any of that stuff. So for a portion of my life, it did actually make me really hate spirituality as a whole, actually. And it kind of fucked me up because I, I of course, I'm still friends with a lot of these people. Yo, still, I'm literally looking at again. Shout out Nicole Mulhall. Shout out to Nicole, who was Nicole Mulhall, but now Nicole Munoz, and shout out her husband and her whole family. Man, beautiful family doing the thing. Miss all these dudes. Shout out Chantel Romanel, who is again just recently, I believe, going to be, changing last names for the positives, and very, very proud of all these people, man. All these people. Literally yesterday, I was like referencing Sharice Sealy and the whole, well, not Sealy anymore, but shouting out the whole Sealy family, Sharice and the Sealy family, and all of, her married family and everyone, of course. But these are like real, real good people. Real, real good people. Wow. Some people moved out of the country from like going into high school time, so that like from the summer of grade eight into grade nine. And of course, you always think you're never going to see people again until uh, you're living in the same planet. So unless they leave the planet, they'll always be around with you. They'll always be there in spirit. And that's what's up. This is always jokes. Comedy is hilarious. Comedy is hilarious. Yeah, there's too many shout outs I can make. I think it's like every single time I bring back these books or anything photography wise, like that's why I think I love storytelling photography for many reasons, but one of them is like when you take a picture and then you are able to live to tell the tale, hopefully, it's very beautiful. Then you are able to take another picture of yourself reflecting on said picture you first once took. And I find it to be both profound, poetic, beautiful, many things. Like, think of this. If you're a mother or father, if you're born in the 90s and you know about like analog technology, or like camcorders, VHS, that type of technology, cassettes. Like if you're very blessed and privileged to still have those memories, I'm sure for those who do, they know the importance and significance of that, or just even that era of everything. And yeah, we all kind of grew up on it. So I know each of us has in their own kind of special way, like a memory that was making them at the time. Like you could literally see one kid's got like a Rockaware shirt on, or it's his caricature of who he wanted. Shout out the Tatiana and the entire Lopez family. Absolutely. Yep. Shout out the well, in this picture, shout out Jason and the whole Calderon family. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Mark Boache, yo. Mark motherfucking Ray Charles Boache. This guy, yo. Shout out all these people. As I see Brienne. Yep, shout her out. Shout out Richie guy. That's hilarious. What else we got? Okay. Oh my gosh, there he is. I ain't even gonna say his name because every time I see this face, oh my gosh. And whoever knows knows. Whoever watches it, they know. But all I'll say is, Bunsen, if and when you watch this, you'll be laughing at this entire moment. That's all. But yeah, fucking okay. So the teacher, because she wasn't married, evidently, or either wasn't married or divorced or single, doesn't matter. But Miss Blank, in her caricature, she literally put herself talking, saying, "You're bothering me." Madness, madness. Like if someone's saying you're bothering me, you could also shut the hell up. You could also shut the hell up. That is a thing. Damn freaking heifer, man. I feel like we all got a heifer, whether it's a female or a male in our life. Someone that just acts like a literal farm animal, yo. Like just disrespect. Don't ever disrespect me. Wow. This damn woman, yo. I'm telling you, yo. I'm sure she's probably either still is a teacher and or has become a parent. I don't know, but again, I do not wish to see her at the grocery store because you gotta fake it till you make it. That's all I'm saying. Fake it till you make it. All right. So let's shout out to Taniqua and the entire Allen family, yo. Taniqua. Shout out to Taniqua and the entire Allen family, yo. I'm not sure if she's married, it doesn't matter, but she's got a lovely family and she's doing her thing and super active in the social media world, everything. Like I'm proud of her too. I remember back in the day, well, because there's very few black people at the time that were going to this school, but we all of our cultures were really appreciated. So I got to like meet her mom got to meet me, and us as kids at that age. And she's always had a good head on her shoulders. She's always been super bright. I know she's gone through a lot of struggles in her life, and proud to say the least, man. So this is how you know, at least for the times, her and Charisse were good friends because she put name Tanika Allen, nickname Tika, pet peeve Charisse Sealy. but literally they always hung out every single day. So that's how you know it's true love, sister love. Favorite saying, where's my chair? Ambition to become a teacher. So she definitely achieved that because both mother, like entrepreneur, I'm pretty sure she's a teacher, not whether it's for education or otherwise, but yeah, she's definitely a teacher. All right. Mark Boachi, nickname Boki and or Cookie. Anybody on this earth at that time, at that school, I've never once heard this man be called Cookie. So that is a blatant bullfish lie. You ever heard one? Pet peeve. Miss Blank yelling at me. Damn right. Damn right. Favorite saying. Hi, y'all doing? And I'm sure that was supposed to be a typo and it meant to say, hi, how y'all doing? But again, I don't think I've ever heard Mark walk into a building once saying that. Maybe not that I was present in, and that's all good. Shout out the Boache family. I hope they're doing good. Ambition, a famous soccer player. So I don't know if he's still, I'm sure he still plays soccer and he was always athletic, but crazy athletic. The whole Boache family is athletes, man. But I'm sure they're doing something in the sports world. Um, yeah, I'm sure they're probably doing something in the sports world. All right, there he is. Jason Calderon. Nickname Jay or James. Pet peeve. When people don't match their clothing. That is hilarious. Also, what time is it right now? Friggin' 11:06. We're good. We are good. It actually might be a longer live. Who knows? Coming up on an hour. All right. So, yeah, pet peeve when people don't match their clothing, which is hilarious because, again, the whole Calderon family is very stylistic and they know how to dress. Favorite saying, yes, I like. Ambition to be better than you. And he's not wrong. Still to this day, yo, this motherfucker. Shout out Jason, man, but he's got some of the greatest ambition that I know, yo, and that's what makes him him. He's a fucking, he's doing his thing, yo. Fucking right. I'm gonna skip this next individual because Blenson knows why, yet again. Uh, the Victoria Cristoforo, but shout out to Cristoforo family. Either way, nickname Flocka, Vicky, Vic, and Susie. Uh, the the boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So my sisters, no word of a lie, they used to unfortunately growing up call me the boy, and I used to fucking hate that so fucking much. And yeah, like I think over time because Victoria Cristoforo and Adriana Grassi, even Natalie Walsh to these guys were all along the people that were truly like friends at the time early on, and like Matthew Reach is another one. But when I was like struggling to like fit in at that school, because like I was still coming in as the new kid, and I wasn't friends with a lot of people until I became friends with them, right? Till I kind of got adjusted through the first year. But yeah, man, I remember a lot of freaking emotional times growing up equally between all of us that I won't share. But yeah, man, shout out Victoria. Or she's the first Victoria that I've met that her name is spelled Vittoria. So shout out to mom too. Your mom is good people, yo. We like because they're Italian. A lot of these people, it's a very Italian area. We used to like literally kids coming left, right, and center into this lady's house, and her mother, her father, literally without batting an eyelash, unless it was like a problem. Like they'd open their doors and open their fridge, open their friggin' their homes to us to like literally grow with them and like eat food and share food. So that was like some real mafia like family respect shit. And man, same with the Grassi family, all of them, they're like amazing people in my life. All of these people are like such beautiful souls. All right, skipping this fool. They'll know why. All right, there he is. And this is another person, like, I don't know why I keep on having to run into so much, but shout out Brent Aaron Douglas. This guy. Like I from when I used to work at Canadian Tire, I believe at that era of like the mid 20 teens, um, I believe he was working as a delivery driver of some kind. But like I would always see him coming and going and dropping packages off at my work. And again, I think it's because of Brampton, Canadian Tire, the distribution center, albeit. And yeah, like he's a super intelligent dude. I remember friggin' early on, like he's another person like Matthew Kanagapa who when they play basketball or otherwise. They're just left-handed. And prior to getting into the sport of basketball, I'm right-handed, and I was predominantly only focused on using my right hand. And these guys, just even how they shoot the ball, how they drive, all their like mannerisms and dribble moves, these guys were sick at ball, yo, back in the day. I hope they are still now because these guys cross my black ass up and yo, like Brent, this guy literally like nickname White Cloud or Q-Tip. I've never called him either of those two things, but I always said he literally looks like a white Frankenstein. And like that's not a bad thing. Like on the ball court, this guy is the fucking white Grim Reaper, yo. It's no word of a lie. Or like fucking Skeletor. So shout out Brent, shout out the Douglas family, good peoples. Pet peeve, people who chew with their mouths open. Favorite saying, that's cracked up. And back in the day, that's actually one that he used to say a lot. So these are 100%. I'll keep it 100 for who's keeping it 100. All right. So ambition music producer. So he was always into music, I think, influenced by like Eminem, of course, and like other white artists or rappers, musicians, and not just that, but like black influence. And this guy, he's blacker than the ace of spades to me. So shout him out. I'm gonna skip this one. They know why. I'm gonna skip that one. They know why. Shout out Rachel and the Freitas family. Shout her out. Shout her out. Deserves her flowers. 100%. Uh, nickname Dimples, or I put in. No, I ain't even put that. Yeah. Pet peeve, people who talk behind your back. 100%. And because I know just even from experience and just witnessing just like over the growth of like our friendship, this girl has fought fucking battles, man, like fucking battles. So super champion, super proud. Fucking favorite saying, jeez. I can't believe kids were saying that back in the day. Well, yeah, I guess, but not like how kids are saying it nowadays. All of these fads and cycles is very interesting how we fit into them and or fit out of them, and but they still are cycles of evolution and growth in human culture. And yeah, very jokes, very jokes. All right. Shout out Rachel Hart Gaddy and the entire Hart Gaddy family. I just messaged her like because I seen on her story she was teaching her son I think is probably in his 20s now, but like or whatever age he is. She's just teaching him how to drive and wow, again, just to see these guys become like husbands, wives, parents, mothers, fathers. This is also beautiful for me because, like, of course, for all those who know, I am still a single bachelor, or not single bachelor, but I'm without a child, I should say, and not married on paper. I am in a very healthy and very blessed relationship, and yeah, like we're planning for the future, but until we have either a child and when the time comes that we marry, I'm just gonna keep on praying. You know, I pray for myself, I pray for my partner, I pray for us, and I pray for everyone else who's trying to make it in the world and believes in love like that, so to speak. Not to be corny, but yeah, like when you get to see your friends grow up to be an age where they get to either make all of these milestones and accomplishments, like that's a fucking blessing in itself. So shout out Rachel Hart, shout out her son, man, friggin' grinding to there you go, earn his license and start driving. gonna be crazy. Shout out Cindy. Shout out Cindy. I don't. Well, maybe it was like her girlfriends that were calling her nickname Nana. Cause I never, I don't remember, or Nina. I don't remember calling her that. Yeah, maybe. Pet peeve. She's another one. People that talk behind your back. I like that. I like that. Uh, Favorite saying. Oh no, you didn't. So yo, Cindy used to. Now that I'm saying it, she said that all the time, all the fucking time. Hilarious. Yep. Ambition. A lawyer. So I actually, I am. Well, maybe I should actually ask her. She was another person that like took like a trip because she was like from another country to begin with, and she came to the school later than me. So proud of her. Hopefully she accomplished that, and yeah, good peoples, man. It's hilarious. Favorite thing. No name, but pet peeve. People who repeat you. So you can imagine he probably was having people repeat him all the time just to prove a point. Favorite saying, basically. Sounds like me. Ambition, locksmith. Okay, okay. I can dig it. I can dig it. Mm, mm. Nickname King or Corner Store. I put Corner Store. Why? Pet peeve, ignorant people. Yeah, I could dig that. I could dig that. If the shoe don't fit, don't wear it. Welcome to my life. I can dig it. I can dig it. Let me see. Shout out Caitlin and the whole Forbes family. Yo, Caitlin Forbes and oh man, Sarah St. Jean. Yo, those guys are troopers, to say the least. Those guys are ride or die. Those guys, those guys are some of the like craziest artists I've ever seen as well too. So man, shout out their entire family. Shout out the Formosos, the Grassies. Yeah, yo, the Canagappas. Yo, that's what's up, man. And of course, I drew like a bunch of stuff on my spot. Nickname Mellow, aka the Punisher. Uh, Pet peeve: people who don't laugh as much as me. I think that's hilarious. Favorite saying: "Dang it, Dale." That's so funny. Anyway, shout out Dale Gribble and or rest in peace and or King of the Hill. Shout out that ambition to be an NBA player. That's jokes. And so I still have love for basketball, and I'm of course not an NBA player, but I think it's very funny because I've taken international travel and trips and stuff like that, and it really happened when I've gone to like Latin countries or like South American countries, but typically I'm either asked if I'm a actor or if I'm a rapper or if I'm a basketball player. Yeah, that's typically it. Another one of the things, and you guys can let me know if you feel this, do you feel, and I've been told this over a frustrating amount of times, this is a comparison that I never created, other people have created for me. I don't ever ask for these things, but I've been compared to these people. I've been compared to Kid Cudi. Kid Cudi with the glasses on, like not like framed glasses, not shades or maybe shades, whatever. Uh, like I've been compared to on the basketball court, Paul George. I don't know why. I've been compared to, or I've been called Iman Shumpert. I've been called many things outside of the fact that they know who I am, or maybe don't. A lot of these excuse me, a lot of these people didn't originally know who I was until they did. And I think that's also very funny too. I think that's why I got into or want to and aspire to get into acting and like that type of stand-up sketch comedy, whatever you want to call it. Because people know who you are. And if they don't, you tell them. And if you tell them, they may forget and or not take you seriously. So it's really up to you to make light of everything and or make dark whatever you choose. We're all going to go through it, of course. And I think as I'm getting older, one thing that I'm very grateful for is even platforms in which I just can exude creative energy. So that's either a canvas, a camera, um, a paintbrush, or even something like this, like just having casual conversation and like bringing yourself to a more positive resolve. You know, I think everyone else in the world needs that. Everyone else in the world is like fighting and struggling. And think about it. We got motherfucking like running water and we got lights and we have access to proper health care and stuff. Like shout out all the nurses. Shout out all the nurses, the doctors, the people in medical care. Like these are people that, without batting an eye, they get up day and night, probably working like 20-hour shifts, 30-hour shifts, 100 billion hour shifts at this point. Like some of the nurses I know in my life, man. Again, shout out the Calderon family. Even shout out my Auntie Anne, she's a nurse, or all of these guys are either registered nurses or in some form of healthcare. Shout out friggin' Olga, man. Olga Calderon, just became like a licensed, like holistic friggin' professional. And definitely it's someone I just really support healthcare. I support any profession that is not even outside of my own, but I view all of these people like professional athletes and Olympic athletes, if you will. So give those people their flowers. Give yourself some motherfucking flowers because we made it. Like it turned into a fucking woe Wednesday. 100% woeful Wednesday. So that's like an hour right there. We made it to an hour. We're back. Like we turned it right around, and I'm so grateful for all the people that tuned in, enjoyed a little bit of the time I shared. This is like the Vanier throwbacks. This is, the photography throwbacks, a little bit of jokes in between. I had a few 1-2 people in the comments, and again, shout out D1 Hooper 72 again said hi. TO, yo, that's what's up, man. Appreciate you guys. But I am going to get a little bit more active before I have to get activated on to my day for work. And I hope you guys do too. I might actually maybe later on, as I said, come on live. It looks like I'm going to try to squeeze as many more out of the month before I can. And maybe that's the goal too. I'm going to set a new goal month to month of just not even worrying about the number. Just fucking, if I got time and energy to give it to it, I'm going to give it to it and I'm gonna live with the results. All right, guys. Tristan Kennedy, underadulterated. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe. All right, guys. I'll see you later. Peace.